Hey, Coach Luca here from Hardstyle Kettlebell Pro. We are going to be seeing the kettlebell snatch, which is, as they say, the czar of all kettlebell exercises. The snatch is a 3-stage rocket, as Pavel would explain. It has 3 phases. The most powerful phase is the hips. They're going to drive the bell up. And then there's going to be the float, which is in the high pull. And then at the top, is very quick. You spear your hand through the kettlebell as if you want to ask a question. You're in a classroom and you just spear your hand through the bell. We're gonna break it down for you. Now, if you haven't seen my video on the high pull, make sure you check that out first and then come to this one. Now, of course, for the snatch, you really want to be solid in your one-arm swing technique. Make sure you dial it in. Back shoulders, anti-rotation, the whole shebang. In the snatch, you want to be redirecting the force up. So in the swing, it's force projection forward. In the snatch, it's force projection upwards. Exactly. So the idea is to use the power in the hips and to pull the kettlebell in. And as it goes up, it reaches a peak where you're able to just spear your hand through the bell and punch up. However, a lot of people bang themselves up on their forearm because they don't have the right timing. So it has to be delivered very quickly, okay? I'll use a few analogies that I learned from my teachers over time, such as John Engum, Mark Chang, Cole Summers, Fabio Zonin. These are all my teachers that taught me how to do this over the years. So one that rings true is in Karate Kid when they talk about wax on, wax off. So Mr. Miyagi has a saying when he's trying to teach Karate Kid, about the flow of life, or anyway, wax on, wax off, as if you're painting the wall. Think of it this way: when you're painting the wall, you want to keep the brush close, and in this case, it's the kettlebell. So you want to paint upwards, like so, and then as you bring the bell down, you paint downwards. You really have to keep the bell close. This is essential in the snatch. So watch me perform a few reps, and then we're going to break it down further. All right, so if you look at the top position, what I'm gonna do to bring it down is I'm gonna cast the bell, I'm gonna gooseneck my wrist and bring it straight down, almost like I'm painting the wall. Or another great analogy is as if I wanna shut the garage door. I'm getting close to the garage and I just wanna almost like throw it down. Like so. You have to be faster than the kettlebell itself. Very important, do not hesitate the downward portion of the snatch. So once you're pretty adequate in the drop, is the first phase you want to practice. Next phase is you want to practice the power up. So you can go into a few high pulls, and when you're ready, you just spear your hand right through the bell. Remember that the speed, how you're gonna get there into the smooth transition is, imagine your arm goes around the bell. So that when you're ready, you're leading with your elbow, you do this. It just spears along, and you shouldn't really feel anything on your forearm. It should just land softly onto your forearm, okay? Practice a few more. There we go. When I arrive at the top of my snatch, I have to make sure to brace really hard. It's very important and essential. Of course, that you have the shoulder mobility to get up there, and the shoulder stability that you've built through Turkish get-ups, military presses. So when you attempt the snatch, you feel strong in this position. Your shoulder just sinks right in. Imagine that there's a line going through the kettlebell, through your arm and into your body, redirecting down to the floor. So as you're directing the force up to the kettlebell, once it reaches the top, imagine the line going straight down again to the floor. So you want to root yourself really strongly in order not to be destabilized by the belt. So use these key points in the snatch. Practice, practice, practice. And when you feel comfortable, then you could use one of our snatch training protocols. Enjoy the king of kettlebell lifts, the czar, the snatch.